Ironhold Station's Cargo Bay 7 operates at exactly 0% visibility every third cycle. 6 hours of scheduled network maintenance. It is the one sector on the entire deep space military garrison with absolutely no surveillance. Most cadets do not know this blind spot exists. The wrong cadets did. The bay's artificial gravity sat at a sluggish 0.9 standard. It was just light enough that every step felt like a decision someone else had made for you. From the sealed control room high above the floor, I monitored the evening shift. I am Coordinator Velmus. My Karatai biology does not require visual feeds to know when a room is occupied. My vibration-sensitive antennae map the environment through sound and kinetic displacement. That night, the floor was supposed to be empty. Instead, my receptors picked up 6 distinct heartbeats entering the staging area. 5 of those rhythms were hammering against my senses. They were flooded with adrenaline-adjacent biochemistry, the unmistakable prevalence acceleration of Drexy and Vernaki circulatory systems preparing for a physical strike. The 6th heartbeat was flat, 62 beats per minute, resting, which meant the biometric scanner was failing. It had to be. Nobody rests at 62 beats per minute when surrounded by 5 hostile, mass-heavy predators. I manually adjusted the control room viewport magnifiers, filtering through the dim amber safety lights. 5 massive shadows were moving with deliberate predatory intent. The 6th shadow was sitting cross-legged on a supply crate. It was the human cadet Kai, 19 years old, 68 kilograms, and visibly underfed. He was holding an ancient analog artifact. Even through the reinforced glass, my auditory receptors caught the soft analog scuff of a paper page turning in the heavy, oil-stained silence. The part of this incident that still spikes my own heart rate comes later. Pay close attention to the telemetry. 3 cycles earlier, in the station mess hall, Cadet Kral had approached the boy. Kral was a Drexy Pack Alpha. His culture demanded a physical respect posture from lower-ranked individuals. A bared neck, a crouched spine, a physical acknowledgement of superior mass and status. According to the audio logs I pulled, the human hadn't even stopped chewing his ration bar. He simply stated, "I don't do submission," so the pack planned an education session. They chose the maintenance window. They chose the confined, unmonitored space. They chose the 5-on-1 odds. They calculated every single variable perfectly, except for the biological anomaly currently sitting on that crate. Down in the bay, Kral stepped forward. His armored jaw plates ground together. A sound like crushing gravel. "Human, you were given a chance to show respect. You chose this." Kai turned another page. He did not look up. "I'm at a good part." Kral charged. It was a full Drexy dominance rush. 210 kilograms of muscle and chitin accelerated in the low gravity, mass concentrated for a tackle specifically designed to shatter a standard species rib cage. Beneath the amber safety lights, the human shifted. One movement, a minimal hip rotation with almost zero footwork. His eyes never left the ink on the paper. Kral's momentum carried him straight past the boy and into a reinforced steel storage crate. The metal buckled inward with a deafening crash. Kral slumped against the dented floor plating. He did not get back up. My antennae locked absolutely rigid, pointing straight up toward the ceiling. It is an involuntary Karatai biological response to a lethal threat in the immediate vicinity. But the threat wasn't the armored Drexy on the floor. It was the 68 kilograms mammal who had just casually flipped to Chapter 4. His biometric monitor blinked on my console. 62 beats per minute. 62 beats per minute. The remaining 4 attackers froze. Then the 2 Vernaki cadets moved. Pack training dictated simultaneous strikes. One flanked left, the other right. 190 kilograms each. For arms each, 8 fists converging on a boy holding a novel. A combined mass of nearly 400 kilograms. The human closed his book and marked his page. His left hand remained at his side. His right hand delivered a single open palm strike to the first Vernaki's chest. The sound of fracturing stone echoed up to my control room. Vernaki exoplate is rated for industrial mining collisions. Yet the armor that survives asteroid fragments cracked under a mammalian hand. The heavy worlder collapsed. The second Vernaki brought 4 fists down in a simultaneous overhead strike. He caught it. His wrist did not shatter. His expression did not change. Human grip strength averages 60 kilograms of force, roughly 600 newtons, allowing a trained human to generate devastating localized impact through proper biomechanical technique without weapons, utilizing anatomical targeting to strike structural gaps and nerve clusters. A lethal physics equation refined over 300,000 years of continuous interspecies warfare. Kai twisted the Vernaki's wrist, compromising the joint ligament. The alien sank to its knees. Kai stepped back and reopened his novel. He looked at the 3 downed attackers. Ha! Your armor's thinner than it looks. The second Drexy lunged from behind, aiming a jawplate crush at the human spine. Kai pivoted without looking. He drove 1 finger into the 2 centimeters gap where the neural bundle sits, exposed beneath the Drexy's armor. The attacker dropped instantly, locked in a paralyzing neural overload. During the pivot, the paperback slipped from Kai's fingers. Before he could retrieve it, Cadet Seve decloaked. The Phoenix ambush predator shimmered into visibility by the exit. Kai did not turn around. I can hear your heartbeat. It's fast. You should probably leave. Seve's heart rate spiked to 210. She ran. The ambush predator fled from the prey. Kai bent down, picked up the book, checked the spine for damage and found his page. Fight duration: 94 seconds. His peak heart rate was 67 beats per minute. He looked at the groaning pile of senior cadets. I lost my page. You could have just asked nicely. He tucked the book under his arm, stepped over the paralyzed Drexy, and left. I sat in the control room with my mandibles pressed together. I have coordinated cargo operations for 9 years. I have seen loading accidents and coolant leaks freeze entire decks. I have never seen a 68 kilograms mammal disable 5 armed cadets in 94 seconds because he was interrupted. In my official incident report under cause of altercation, I wrote, Human was reading. Command reviewed the audio the next morning. 14,000 galactic credits in medical costs for cracked armor and torn ligaments. 0 cost for the human. The station commander closed the file. The human was reading a book. 5 senior cadets attacked him in an unmonitored space. He disabled 4, caused 1 to flee, and went to the library. I am not filing charges. A new directive mandated senior authorization for initiating conflict with Deathworlders. I walked through the brightly lit cargo bay. The dented structural crate remained. A permanent physical record of a Drexy Pack Alpha's failed momentum. Later, Kai passed me in the corridor, the undamaged paperback tucked under his arm. Morning, he said. I forced my rigid antennae to lower. 3 levels up. A heartbeat rested at 62 beats per minute.